Genah, last time we spoke, you were heading off overseas and you had a chance to win $1 million, and it seemed a long way away, but that $1 million looks a bit closer now.
Yeah, 2 more fights and we're there. So that's what we're going for.
Tell us a little bit about the trip and the fight itself.
Yeah, so in total away for 3 months. Long trip, Selby and I was fortunate enough to have him come with me throughout the duration of that time. So yeah, we fought on the East Coast for fight 1. We then went all the way over to the other side of the West Coast where we did our camp in Vegas in between fight 1 and fight 2, and then back over to the East Coast for that second fight. And then the very next day after, we were traveling back to New Zealand. So that was, in a lump sum, the tour, if you will, and then straight back into quarantine, of course, and we just got out last week, so yeah, back into it.
And back into it straight away, and ready to go again.
Yes, ready to go again. August 19th in Miami is fight 3, so that will be for the semi-final.
Tell us a little bit, the first fight against a very tall opponent.
Yeah, she was taller than me, and I'm a tall girl. I'm, 5'11", 6 foot. She was 6'3", and the game plan for that one was to, just set up, find my openings and set her up with good range management and good angles, good shifting around the cage till I could find the openings to pick her apart. Getting past her lead hand, I think it was initially, I was trying to find that, and then once I could see what she was bringing, I realized I didn't really need that, and then we got on to the cage and a few clinch exchanges at times where I broke off, but I felt comfortable there. I felt like she didn't have much for me there. When she'd have me on the cage, I'd reverse her more often than not to get myself off the cage and work from there. So I felt comfortable in those exchanges in that fight, and just tried to find my openings. I've said it before in another interview. There were definitely things that I wanted to capitalize on more in moments of that fight. That's what we built upon and worked off for fight 2, which also worked in my favor and came away with the victory, and that was a good one, finishing with the knockout. And again, unscathed. 2019, I was pretty beaten up. So I feel, it's great to go in, with no major injuries or setbacks, and lead up for this next fight in the semis.
Your second opponent was there was a lot of talk about she's going to bring a good game with the hands to stand up. But you just picked her apart.
Round 1 was very much a feel out round. I was seeing what she was bringing, seeing the patterns that she was bringing. Once I established that in round 1, and I felt like I could have probably gotten her then, but we did the right thing. And for me, it's getting more time in the cage. So that's a really, that's a positive of that. And I felt a couple of things, like I saw her at the pace she was hitting, and she didn't have anything for me, so it allowed me to set up and position myself, correctly to find that finish in round 2. So I was very happy about that.
The confidence must be a lot higher because you hadn't had a MMA fight for a long time, and then you string 2 really, really impressive wins together. Tell us a little bit about your next fight.
So it is, the more you fight, the better you get. Win or lose, you take things away from those experiences each time. The more you fight, the more you win. The more you fight, the more you lose. The more you fight, you'll get better. So, I'm fortunate to be in this position where I can have so many, have a season and set fights, assigned for the year. That's something that's, all my career I've never had the opportunity to have, so I'm really soaking that up and just getting better each fight, getting more comfortable each fight, putting the game plans together and solidifying my skills each fight. So that's where we're at now, going into 3. Where I fight Kayla Harrison, and I truly believe I've got the style and the size to beat her. So you know, she's obviously the promotion favorite and the poster girl, and has a lot of confidence in her, as she should. She's the champ, the current champ, but you know, her kind of dismissive behaviour is what we're going to let work into our favour.
I know it's going to be tough for you to get back because of vouchers and everything like that. Is Selby going with you again?
At this point, no, because we, you know, myself, Eugene, have been, and a few of the boys as well, who also fighting overseas, you know, the UFC boys, have been onto that whole MIQ voucher system, you know, hawking it daily, all throughout the day, and they've just, all the vouchers have gone up until this point, until December. So at this point, you know, not being able to have someone, a corner, be able to get back into the country till then is just too much to ask. And least of all myself not being able to get back until December. So that's where it's at. I'll be having Frank Hickman, who also joined me and worked with me a lot while we were in America recently. So he handled obviously all my wrestling. So he'll be there with me in the States, and then we'll have our time back together pre-fight, and then we'll go away together for fight week, and then get back to training after that.
You've got the varmint in the corner.
Yeah, Frankie Hickman. Yeah, no, he's amazing. So I'm very, very happy and fortunate, especially because we've been working together of recent, quite closely. So that'll be great. Like I'm really looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to seeing the big results over there, and congratulations on what you've done so far.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. It's been a great year.
Yeah. No, big year. So finish it off, finish the job.
Yeah. What was the atmosphere? Was there any crowds at all?
For the first one, no. For the second one, it was just like friends and family, but it wasn't open to the public. And I think they'll be doing that same as for the third fight. They'll have people there, but it'll be like a closed, a closed community. So they won't open to the public yet.
Did you have stringent things to keep every bit bubbles and things like that?
Yeah, the protocol with the bubbles and PFL was insane. We had to be there 17 days prior, and that's a long time. That's like at a vital time, the last little bit of camp for everyone, you know. So they made us quarantine there. They of course catered for like training and things like that, but it was tough. Yeah, and the second one they became a bit lenient because things have started to get better in that state, in New Jersey. So they were a bit less restrictive, but still it was quite a bit of processes to endure for, you know, pre-fight. This next one though, we don't have to quarantine prior. We can just show up normal fight week. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those bubbles were rough. They were rough. We know, like I can't complain. We had everything we needed, but.